Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Dawn of War 3, where today we are playing Eldar, and I'm going to chuck this Fog of War off. So, what I'm doing today, guys, is normally in this Eldar build, you would go for 3 Dire Avengers and Banshees. This time I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go for Dire Avengers because, as you can see, I've got a different than usual doctrine. I have the Avenger Hollow Field, which means that they can be temporarily stealthed. So I'm going for that one instead, because normally when they have these 3 doctrines on the field, people go instantly assume to think that this is the extra shields for them, but it's not. So anyway, what do we got? So we got 2 Dire Avengers out on the field already. One will be heading mid, and the other one shouldn't be too far away as well. I've got the bottom point where I've got requisition going on it soon, and same for the middle, and I also have the builder going for the top. My opponent is Space Marines. I haven't shown that yet, but I have now. And also for my elites, I've got the Striking Scorpions, Maka, and Autarch Kaya. You don't see Autarch Kaya in a lot of builds lately, so I thought I'd put him in instead as a little bit of a different one. So we're all heading down for the middle point here. The opponent is capturing the top point and putting down a Doctrine Chapel, which was a stupid mistake on his part, but you'll find that out soon enough. So, nobody has captured this bottom point yet, and I was just assuming that he had, that's why I hadn't captured it yet. So we're heading straight up to this top one so we can capture this, and I find a Doctrine Chapel, so it's like, nah, that's not happening. So I instantly start taking it down. Now you will note that the Dire Avengers stop shooting. That is just normal for them. They're just reloading their guns and proceeding to shoot again. So that one will be going down fairly soon, and the builder should be going down fairly soon as well. I don't believe he's building anything from it yet. No, he's not. No, he's not building anything from it yet. So I think he was either putting it in a drop pod or I don't know. Anyway. So that one will be going down fairly quickly. I think he's just trying to repair it, yeah. So I take out the builder instead because I see the little repair-y thingies either side of it. He's captured the point as well. And because I've taken out his Doctrine Chapel in a very few seconds, that also means that I can capture this point and head straight down to the shields should I choose to, because he has absolutely nothing else there. You'll also notice that I forgot to build anything else just yet. Never mind, I've done it now. I was sort of just waiting around. I was actually waiting for Dark Reapers, but I pressed the wrong button, but that's okay. I will be chucking some Dark Reapers down to just here, I believe, or the bottom one. One of the two. I chuck some Dark Reapers either side, and I attack both shields at the same time. So he's got his Assault Marines coming out, which is probably a better choice. I would definitely recommend doing Assault Marines early instead of the Devastator Marines. Unless he had... No, he did not. He did not have the pin doctrine. So it looks like he's going for the middle point, which is fine by me, because I will have plenty of units to be able to tackle that fairly soon. I believe I moved this, do I? Or do I just send my units down in time? No. Okay, so he's attacking from both sides of it, which is fine. I don't believe he can see... No, he can't see the building now, which is fine. What have we got? We lost our first builder, and the Dire Avengers are going down slowly, but his Assault Marines will also be going down fairly quickly because he didn't engage correctly. Striking Scorpions out on the field, and they will easily take down these guys. Got a couple more Plasma Grenades ready to drop on top of the what do you call them? Kill Team Iron Wall. I should know that by now. Dark Reapers out on the field as well. So this was just a really poor engagement by this guy. He really should have just jumped out real quick. You'll also see that the Dire Avengers have the stealth ability happening right now. I believe that was from this one, the Avenger Hollow Field, yeah. Chasing down the kill team. I'm going to chuck the Fog of War back off again. So chasing down the kill team, they're not getting out of there anytime soon. I believe this guy does get away though, which is okay. Maybe not. Maybe he will go down as well. Yes, he does. So yeah, very, very poor engagement on his part there. but also allows me to go straight down here and do absolutely all the damage I can possibly do. Scorpions and Dark Reapers will both be going up the top here to attack this point as well as these guys attacking the bottom point. What do we got? So I don't think they'll be able to do too much damage just yet because of the shield, but that's okay, because we'll also be attacking this top point at the same time. Scorpion's heading straight on in to hit it, and still nobody has captured this bottom point yet. You'll also notice that I have the improved Scream Banshee doctrine, but because I decided midway through that I wasn't going to go for the normal build, it pretty much became useless. Attacking the top point, Scorpion's easily taking down majority of the damage on it. And should he send anyone in to be able to defend it, which he doesn't have anyone on the field to defend it, those Dark Reapers would have been there to be able to do all the damage possible to it. Assault Marines coming down to the bottom here, and I managed to move them out of the way just in time for most of them to get out of the way from the stun. I think I'm going to lose a couple of squads just here, but I know that I end up bringing these guys down at the same time. Yeah, I lose one squad. I think that's all that I lose though. What else has he got? I think he's just keeping them back here now. Going to speed it up a little bit. These guys should be heading in, yep, to take out the Assault Marines real quick. Dark Reapers should be moving out of the way any second, because obviously that is not an ideal position for them. And yeah, another poor engagement on his part. He definitely should have waited and had at least, yeah, another 2 or 3 squads before he pushed into that one. Alright, and these guys will now be heading down to the bottom point as well. Because yeah, you can't not take up the chance of getting an extra requisition and power. What else has he got? Okay, so he's got the kill team coming out as well, just to do any damage they possibly can, but obviously not. Cool. Not much else just happening yet. I'm just queuing up 4 squads of rangers, and that's about it. So I will see you guys in a second when action happens again. Point captured. Let us make the most of this resource. And we are back, guys. So as you can see just here, Assault Marines and Kill Team Ironmore have decided to jump on in, and we will be taking them out with as much damage as we possibly can just here. Assault Marines jumping back out, and they're heading back into base because that was another poor engagement on their part and they didn't expect me to have mucker. I'm also sending my Scorpions down here into the cover while they're invisible, because that way he can't see them go down there. But I don't end up taking too much of that time up because I'll be attacking this little point just here. He's also got Kill Team reinforcing, and he's got his Machine Cult coming, so good for him. Okay, heading on up, we're going to start capturing this top point as well. And he's got Jonah. Now this is where he should have done a little bit better, but he doesn't. Okay, so these rangers should be heading in fairly soon. And as you can see, the Scorpions are going down to start attacking. That means he's going to send everything he's got down here and completely forget to defend the top. Okay, so they got out of there real quick, so he's not going to be able to see them, and he'll just assume they went into the cover, which he was right. So I believe, yeah, I get him. No, I don't get him out. Never mind. And yeah, he'll be taking out that portal as well, or the webway gate. But it means that he also doesn't have enough time to get up here before I start capping this one. And the reason that I was okay with losing those Scorpions as well is because it was only 1 unit. And it means that I had a hell of a lot more to be able to be up here to do a lot of damage here. And he also didn't anticipate those extra 3 squads of rangers there to do a lot of damage there. And I see more units coming up, so I'm like, oh, time to giggity go. So I believe we lost 1 squad, and we should be right for the rest, yeah. We have lost a power generator. And he heads in to capture this point back, which is fine by me, because I now have 2 Shadow Spectre teams coming out on the field as well, which will be able to do a lot of damage as well. Okay, so now at this point I'm sort of just sitting around just trying to amass units and resources and all that sort of stuff. So I'm going to speed it up a little bit again. As you can see on his side of the field, he just really doesn't have anything. And I don't know why he built the machine cult to not end up using anything from it. Okay, what do we got? Okay, pushing back down to the bottom again. I am trying to push into this point again, but he has a turret on it this time, so that's not ideal. He also sends in the land speeder, which ends up almost getting obliterated because I had my shadow specters there. I also have wraith guards out, so these guys are heading in again. I've also dropped Autark Kaya as well, which he is going to be one of my favourite units in this game. I chuck him all the way to the front here, anticipating there to be some units just here, but there wasn't. Turns out there was a couple seconds later though. But I'll quickly explain that for those of you who don't know. I can't show it just yet, but he's got an ability to send out 3 little whirlwind sort of things out into enemy areas, and anything caught in that area as soon as he jumps up in the air will be pulled towards him directly underneath him. So that's a little sneaky tactic you can use if you want to get like 2 squads, 3 squads out of the way, maybe to sort of just barrage them with his plasma grenade bomb. But unfortunately I didn't get to use that in this match. What else we got? Okay, so we're sort of just building stuff at this point. I do end up bringing the Howling Banshees out now, but I really won't get a chance to use them. So we're sort of just pushing forward here, and we're trying to just have everything ready to be able to push in. So he does have scouts here that should hopefully be able to do some damage on me, but yeah. Okay, what do we got? He drops a few units in. I wasn't exactly watching 100% just here. I was sort of trying to... What I was doing here, guys, was I was trying to queue everything up into number 1 and then have my Bone Singer on 2, because a sneaky little tactic that some people can do, or everyone can do, but a sneaky little tactic to push into the turrets is sending a Bone Singer just here. If you send the Bone Singer just here, the turret will automatically lock onto the Bone Singer, and all of your other units that are pushing in for this whole part just here won't take any damage because the Bone Singer will be taking all the damage. So that gives you the whole time to be able to push all the way through up to the turret and do a hell of a lot more damage that way, instead of losing units all in this area just here before you can get up there. So try that little sneaky tactic out the next time you're playing Eldar, guys. Jumping back on in. So yeah, as I said, I wasn't particularly watching what I was doing. So we're going to be jumping back a little bit because I did lose quite a bit there. But at the same time, because I lost quite a lot of that and he saw my entire army just there, he has a solid, like, what, 3 squads? Yeah. 4 squads. 2 scouts and 2 elites. So he just does not have the requisition units and whatever. Well, he does have the requisition, he's just not using it. So he GG's out. So yeah, guys. For this guy, I'm fairly well certain that he was quite new to the game. If not trying out a new tactic of some sort. So I just bumped my mic, sorry about that. Yeah, what I would have recommended early game there is, because he saw I was just going for my Dire Avengers, the Doctrine Chapel would have been a good idea had I not have found it. But because I found it, that means you shouldn't have placed it there. You should have placed it further back. So I can't really show you now, but just up here where the shield generator is, sometimes it's a good idea to chuck a building behind that and chuck a builder in the shields. So that way it takes extra time for them to get around the shields in order to do the damage to the actual building itself. So that's a good spot to place them. Otherwise, in your base, or for example on this map, say this is the whole map just here. The bottom point in the middle just here, there's a little ledge. You can chuck a building up on there. Normally for orcs, I will chuck a war tower up there. Otherwise, if you're confident enough and you can hold the building, chuck it with the point like he did there. But obviously he wouldn't have had anything to defend it there, so it wasn't a good idea to chuck it there. Anyway, guys, Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe, because it does definitely continue helping to grow this channel. I don't know what that sentence was just there. It does definitely continue to help this channel grow. There we go. And yeah, if you want to see more content, make sure to keep watching. I shall see you guys next time.